See, we've got even more. Getting a bit foggy here.
Let's get straight into it and rate the ground. Right, hello everyone and welcome to this new video on the channel. So first off, I'm filming this on Christmas Eve, but nevertheless, I hope you've all had a wonderful Christmas and go on to have a happy new year. So in today's video, we've got Boxing Day football as we head to the Bescot Stadium for Walsall versus Doncaster Rovers. So in today's video, I've got my thoughts pre and post match as well as a match day vlog itself. I've been a new ground on the channel for this season. We're going to rate the ground, so without further ado, let's get into the video. So just before we get started, if I could ask a huge favour from you all, if you haven't already, please subscribe to the channel and drop the video a like, whether you're an old or new viewer. Any support is greatly appreciated by me and goes a long way to helping the channel grow. So let's aim for 50 likes on this video. But anyway, enough about that. Let's head into my pre-match thoughts. So let's start off with the League 2 table then. So we've got two of the top three in this game. Starting with the home team then, Walsall. They are currently top of the table at Christmas with 13 wins, 4 draws and 3 defeats. Whereas my team and the away team, Doncaster Rovers, are currently in 3rd place in the table, occupying the final automatic promotion spot. And we've played a game more than Walsall, playing 21 in total. And so far this season, we've had 10 wins, 6 draws and 5 defeats. So Walsall's last result was a 2-0 away victory at Harrogate Town, and they're doing very, very well in the league. As of now, they've currently won the last 4 games and they are unbeaten in the last 11 in the league, and they're going very nicely at the minute. 6 points clear at the top of the table, and they've played a game less than most of the other teams. So yeah, it couldn't be going much better at the minute for Walsall. In my League 2 predictions that I made before the start of the season, I said they'd do better than I thought a lot of people had predicted them, but I didn't predict they'd do anywhere near as well as this. They're absolutely flying at the minute, and like I say, they're unbeaten in 11 matches, so it's going to take a great away performance from the Rovers to undo that. So Rovers' last result was a 3-1 home win against Tranmere Rovers, which were our first home win since the 1st of October, where we beat Barrow by a 1-0, and that was a much better performance. I was very impressed with that, to be fair. Only negative, like I say, it was a shame we didn't keep a clean sheet and did concede, but apart from that, very, very happy with that performance, and it was needed, to be fair. I know when you look at it, we were in 5th place at the time. It were a must-win there, because you kind of felt like, the confidence would drop in. We kind of had that, even though we'd not been losing much at home, we haven't been winning much either. So I weren't worried, but I did think we did need a victory there, just to boost that momentum a bit and kind of get that monkey off our back a bit. We're not winning for so long at home, and we've done that now, and yeah, hopefully we can keep this going. Lately we have been a lot better away from home than at home. I mean, we're going to have a tough test here in Walsall. I mean, they are flying at the minute, like I've said, but on the day, I do believe this Rovers team can beat anyone. I mean, we'll be Port Vale, Grimsby, Bradford all away. This is going to be a tough one as well, but if we're on it, I honestly think we could beat anyone. So in the previous meetings between these two teams last season, they both had a win apiece at home, with Walsall winning the first game at the Bescot Stadium by 3-1, and then Rovers winning at the Eco Power Stadium by 2-1 a month later. So I think that brings me nicely on to my prediction for today. So are Walsall going to get their 5th win in a row, or are Rovers going to beat top of the table Walsall? My prediction is, I think it's going to be a share of the spoils today. I think, like I say, we seem to be playing well away from home. Walsall are flying at the minute. I do think we're going to stop their winning streak, but I don't think we're going to get the victory. I think it's going to be a tough game. And to be fair, it's not a bad point if we do get a point. So I'm going to go for it. I'm going to go Walsall 1, Doncaster Rovers 1. Anyway, that's it for my pre-match thoughts then. So it's my second visit to the Bescot Stadium, and of course it's Boxing Day football, so I'm looking forward to this very much. So I think it's time to head down there. So let's fast forward a couple of days and head over to the Bescot Stadium and see how today's game goes.
teams. Come on, you Reds. Run away. Come on, you Reds.
Get it out!
Halfway through first half, 0-0 at the minute, and we're doing alright to be fair. I think Walsall have been better team, they have been on top, and we've got that physicality about them, but you know, we've held them off pretty well, we've kept them to not really any clear chances, and we've had a few ourselves, but nothing really to test keeper. It's been going forward here, let's see how it goes. No. Jeez, that was too close.
Super Republican, I just don't think you will stop.
Come on, lads. About 5 minutes ago, still 0-0 at the minute. We've been better team the last 10 minutes, we've had a lot more chances, we played it forward quite well, just not really any end product. The Kevin is quite quiet, but we're through here, so I'm going to go back to the game 0-0. Warming it about the time at the end of the first half. Away! Oh no. Half time at 0-0.
I might not be able to finish this, you have to.
Okay, so just going out for the second half, and just can hear about music. I think Walsall have scored. Yeah. 1-0 Walsall. 1-0 to Walsall, didn't see the goal, literally just walking out as it happened, literally straight from kick-off, by the sounds of it. Sounds like a poor one to concede, like I said, I've not seen it, so I can't really comment, but got a lot to do now. He's looked pretty good defensively, so it's going to be hard to break him down, especially now they've scored 1-0 to Walsall after 47 minutes. Oh no! Come on! Corner! Tell you what, fans are saying we've got even more. It's getting a bit foggy here. Jesus, they should have scored there as well, and we've just watched it. 17 minutes ago, still 1-0 down. Just made a few changes, 3 changes here. Can't fully remember who they are, so I've not really said them, but yeah, it's just not worked at them. We've just not been able to get a foothold on the ball. I mean, they've done what we need to do, got a goal in front and shut shop, and it's worked for them, to be fair. We've just not been able to create anything really. Like I say, fog's starting to clear up now, so hopefully that'll fall in our favour. 1-0 to Walsall so far. Come on. Fence fell asleep, man. Game over. 2-0 to Walsall. Fence just fell asleep there. Put a good ball in. It's good header to be fair, but no one challenging them at all. It's just poor all around to be fair. That's game over now. I can't see us getting a miss at all. They've been tight since we went 1-0 up, and we'll just not be able to get through them. And it's going to be even harder now that we're 2-0 up. So yeah, it's been a bad day all around, to be honest with you. 2-0 to Walsall. Oh no! Well, that's better though. We're getting chances. Come on. 4 minutes by the time. At the end, not that you can see it, but 4 minutes. Oh! Great save to be fair. Full time, 2-0 to Walsall. Got exactly what we deserved from it. Absolutely nothing.
Okay, so we've got back from the match where at full time it's finished Walsall 2 at Doncaster Rovers 0, and I'll be completely honest, we didn't deserve a thing from that match. You know, Walsall deserved the win completely, and we deserved absolutely nothing. First half, I'd say we're pretty even in all honesty. There weren't a great deal of chances. It's kind of one of them. I mean, when you look at it before the game, it's one of them results where you feel like either team, it wouldn't be a bad result if either team got a point, to be fair. You know, we also been in third, we're playing a team higher than us away, and it still keeps Walsall miles clear at the top of the table if they got a point. So, yeah, it wouldn't have been a bad one in that case, but yeah, not a great deal of chances either way in the first half. And then in the second half, like I say, just walking out, literally straight from kickoff, Walsall scored to make it 1-0. And from there, you always knew it was going to be a bit of an uphill battle because they did look pretty solid at the back, to be fair. Well organised team, and not the prettiest of they didn't play prettiest of football, but they know how to win games of football, and they know what to do, how to set up, and they did that perfectly against us, especially when we went 1-0 up. And then, like I say, we just never got into it in second half. We just Walsall looked half pace quicker than us to absolutely everything, and we just couldn't get anything going. And then went 2-0 up around the 75th minute, I believe, and it felt like a game of before that, but that would just be icing on the cake for Walsall, in my opinion. And we could have played till our next match against Colchester, and I don't think we would have scored. It was just one of them days. We just didn't look that good today. And Walsall, like I say, a well-organised team, and they did what they needed to do and got the win. So the good thing, though, for us is we are still somehow in third place. Apart from Walsall, I don't really feel like anyone actually wants to get promoted. All the teams around us keep losing, like Port Vale lost, Crewe lost, and several others. So we haven't really lost any ground apart from the teams below, who have got a few games in hand, whereas Walsall are now 9 points clear at the top with a game in hand. So I said at the start of December that there weren't really anyone running away with it, but the last few weeks, Walsall have really proven that they mean business, and they have made a massive point in December that they mean business in this league. And hopefully we can capitalise on a few of the teams around us dropping points in these fixtures to come. We've got 2 big games: Colchester United away and then Fleetwood at home, which you want to be taking maximum points from them if you can. And then a huge game on the 4th of January against Port Vale, who aren't in good form at all. So it's all to play for, and like I say, we're in a good position. We just need to start getting these performances, really, because we are in third, but I don't think performances have been great lately. But that can soon change, and like I say, Walsall have flown up the table. Any team in that top 7 has potential to do the same, so hopefully we can put it together. And like I say, we're in a good position, so hopefully we can build on that. But we have got to get a reaction against Colchester on the Sunday, which I will be at. So that's it for my post-match thoughts. So I suppose all that's left to do now is rate the ground. Okay, it's time for rate the ground. So if you're new to the channel, what we do is each time we visit a new ground in this season, we give them a rating on 5 categories. So we've got pre-match, the catering, the ground, the atmosphere, and the overall enjoyment. Each is getting a score out of 5, a total score out of 25, and they'll put me into a table of all the other grounds we've been to this season. So this time it is the turn of Walsall, so without further ado, let's get straight into it and rate the ground. So let's start off with pre-match. So what is there to do before the game? So last time we came, their clubhouse, the locker was being renovated, so we couldn't go in there, so we had to go straight to the concourse, because apart from that, there is not a lot else around the ground that away fans can do. But we got to go in this time, and you can tell it's just been refurbished. It is absolutely fantastic. It's a massive open space with tables, bars, food places everywhere. It's a really good venue. Like I say, not a lot else to do around Walsall itself. You've kind of got to get a train into the town centre if you want to go to any pubs. Any pubs close by, but this is fantastic. It's got everything you need. Home and away fans are both allowed in, allowed to mingle, which is what it's all about, really. We've got the early kick-off on, which were Hearts versus Hibs. Fantastic venue. Pre-match, can't really complain. So it's going to get a 4 out of 5 from me. Next up, we've got catering. So inside the ground itself, the food and drink weren't great, to be honest with you. They didn't have it on drafts, so it was just bottles, which, to be fair, they still did stuff, so it weren't the end of the world. So we had a bottle of Carling into a pint pot. Food was very limited. We'd ran out in the pub itself, so we had to go to the 2 vendors on the side of the stands, which weren't great, to be fair. It was just your standard food, which ain't too bad. The pie we had, all 3 of us got a pie, and we're all burnt. So not the best in terms of catering. It's going to get a 2 out of 5. Next up, we've got the ground, and not too bad for League 2, to be fair. I'd say kind of somewhere around the middle. I've been to a lot worse in League 2, but I've also been to a few better than this. So I'm going to go around the middle here. I don't mind it. Like I say, it reminds me a lot of Scunthorpe United, except they've got a 2-tier stand behind one of the goals instead of them all being at the same height. So for League 2, not too bad at all. It's going to get a 3 out of 5. Next, we've got the atmosphere, and I think it's one of them where the game does affect the atmosphere a lot, because when we were chanting, it was sounding good. Like I said, it's a nice low roof, so it keeps the atmosphere in nicely. When Walsall fans were chanting as well, that sounded pretty good, but one of them, the game weren't the best, so you know, it's never going to be a great atmosphere. If the game were really back and forth and a really close one, you know, it could have been a really good atmosphere, but because there weren't many chances either way, and like I say, it was quite foggy as well, you know, it didn't make for the best of atmospheres with that. So we'll go down the middle here. I'm going to go for a 2.5 out of 5. But it's kind of one of them I can tell where if it were a better game, the atmosphere would have been a lot better. And finally, we've got overall enjoyment. Rovers lost, which obviously isn't great. But, you know, before the game and up until we conceded, it was pretty good, to be fair. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed going in the locker beforehand. I enjoyed, you know, looking around the stadium, watching a game in the fog, which you don't get many like that. So it were quite interesting. And yeah, not a bad day. All in all, always love Boxing Day football. So yeah, in terms of overall enjoyment, it is going to get a 3.5 out of 5. So this gives Walsall a total score of 15 out of 25, which puts them into 27th in the table. So we're level on points with Fawn Collerit. So the next deciding factor is the overall enjoyment. So they are level on that as well. So then the next one is the ground, which we're also level on. So the next deciding factor is PreMatch. And as you can see, Walsall have got a better PreMatch than Fawn, hence they are higher in the table. So, yep, until we lost, it were a good day. Like I say, I always love going to Boxing Day football. It's just tradition in English football, isn't it? But yeah, hopefully, like I say, we can bounce back against Colchester and you know, take advantage of other teams around us dropping points as well. So let's see how we do. So until the next video, I'm going to leave it here. So thank you very much for watching. If you're new around here, please subscribe to the channel and drop the video a like. Whether you're an old or new viewer, any support is greatly appreciated by me and goes a long way to helping this channel grow. And also remember to follow my social media at Adam Gittings PT on pretty much everything. So like I said, I will be at that Colchester versus Rovers match on the Sunday, but the next match on the channel is going to be on the Saturday as we dive back into non-league football with Penistone Church versus Parkgate. So until then, thank you very much for watching. Take care, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.